Hey guys, it's your studio MPL music mentor Rhett. I'm social distancing from you today because I have a table right here with a guitar on it. And I'm going to show you how to restring and clean an electric guitar. I've done a little bit of work already. It's a really quick process, but the video just doesn't need to be that long. So what I did was take the strings off and condition the fretboard. And that's just, I put some lemon oil on it. There's all kinds of fretboard conditioner. Just know that if it's rosewood fretboard, then condition it. But if it's maple, like the same wood as the neck, don't condition that. You can rub that with a cloth or whatever if you want. Don't put anything on that. And if it's ebony fretboard, don't put anything on that either. I made that mistake. So what we're going to do is put on like 2 strings. Again, the video is not going to be that long. And that's about it. I've got a stringing tool. This one actually winds and clips. But if you want to see what your normal like string winder looks like, that's for taking them off and putting them on, because you don't just clip strings at full tension. You wind them down, loosen them up, clip them, bring them out the back here on this particular guitar. These are all things that you just kind of figure out because it's really simple. It's taking strings off. It's putting them on. That's the challenge. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. One more thing about cleaning, like if you're wiping down an electric guitar with some polish, which is fine, just don't spray directly on the electronics, like the pickups, or the pickup selector down here. Anything electronic that has wiring under it, don't spray directly on that. Spray on the cloth and wipe over it. You might be saying, but Rhett, I don't have an electric guitar, I don't even play guitar. This is all, it's Nashville. You could find a job guitar teching for someone way quicker than you think. So if you have that opportunity and you know how to string and clean a guitar, you should take it, because you can travel and get paid, do all that. Okay. So again, like 1 or 2 strings. I'll probably, depending on how long this goes, I may just do 1, because you only know how to do it 1 time. Especially with this guitar in particular. All the positions are uniform, so it's going to be the same thing every time. But if you have most acoustic guitars or like a Gibson guitar, you're going to have half of the string trees or the string holes on the other side, which kind of flips your process. So like on this side you're winding away, if they're on that side you're winding to yourself. But again, these are things you just kind of figure out. We don't want this to be too long. Now I won't show you what this guitar really looks like too much wiped down, because it doesn't matter. It's made to look kind of funky. So I'm feeding the string in through the back of the bridge down here. I'm going to make sure that you can see where we're going to, which is right here. So one thing I like to do is use pretty much as little string as I need. Like if I put this in here like this, which is how it goes straight down on these particular tuners. Most are a circle like this. You just go right through, wrap it around the string itself, like kink it, and then start winding while you're holding tension, kind of like this. But these make it easy. You stick it down and kink it around the side. I don't know if you can see their forks. You stick it down in it, bring it around like this. I'm not going to kink it just yet because I don't want that much string. If you start winding, you have a ton of string bundled around here. You don't want that. I think it might make your I don't know, I think it might change characteristics about your tone a little bit, maybe making it a little fatter, I don't know. But I want as little string as possible as a guitar tech, if I'm stringing this, to stay in tune and stay strong. So what I'll do is pull it out at tension, make sure all the slack is out of the bridge. It's out here. I'll go past my destination, which with the first string is going to be the first hole. I'll go past that by almost to this one. And then I'll clip. And this is scary, because if you do too short, you've just wasted a string. So I tend to do a little too long. This one's, just right. And that's how much we got. So I'm going to go straight to the back. You'll feel the wall. Then, boom. So what I did was go away from y'all, down between the fork, and kink it around the underside, like towards me. So now it's kind of sitting like that. I've got my finger holding the pressure. Now I'm going to take this winding tool. I'm going to wind away from me, like the opposite of reeling a fish in at the moment. Just keep the pressure down here. There's nothing really to hold it until you get a few wraps. counter's a little bit in the way. Here we go. So then as it starts to take tension, it'll rest right here in this nut. You can get files. Sometimes you have issues with the string slipping from this. You can file them to fit like the right gauge string. Like the strings I put on are 11 gauge. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't even matter to know that. Like if you want to see, this is how these in particular, the Ernie balls, come packaged. I'm not sponsored by Ernie Ball. These are all separated. It makes it really easy. That's the gauge. So that's very large. I put the largest on, it counts down. Smaller, smaller, smaller. Tiny, 11. They go by the smallest string to identify what gauge strings you're playing. I know this is a lot of information that you didn't ask for, but so now this is horribly out of tune, but it's on there. So then what you'll do is just start finding that E. I like to do it without a tuner because you can always tune. You can always tune when you're done. So I really like to do it without a tuner. It just kind of gets in the way, and it helps train your ear. So I can think, I don't know. That's probably a little bit E flat. I usually, when I tune by ear off of stringing, so from zero, from nothing, I kind of go flat. I tend to. But, so knowing that, maybe I'll go. But yeah, that's how you do it. You do that 5 more times, you have a freshly strung guitar. Don't forget that I put string conditioner or fretboard conditioner on this fretboard before we started the video. I just let it soak in. I don't have any editing software, so I wasn't going to sit here while it soaks in. It takes about 5 minutes. But I'll also have a video coming soon of a looping demonstration with this guitar. So stay healthy, stay safe, and string some guitars.